Oh, you've got your own podcast now?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So this is going to be mayhem, all right?
100%, yeah.
Hi, I'm chef, restaurant owner and music fan Paul Ainsworth, and this is Knives, Forks and Tunes, the podcast where we ask the all-important questions: dream dinner party menu, playlist, and of course, who's invited. Every episode's cooking tips and party playlists are available in the show's description. My guest this week is the one and only, and one of my closest friends, the wonderful James Martin. Having been in kitchens for
Can I just stop you there? That wasn't your closest friend, because I got only invited about 10 minutes ago to do this.
That is completely not true. Hang on a second. Interrupt me.
Sorry, you've got a brief to read. Sorry.
Yeah. This intro is going to make you feel good.
Go on then. You better do.
Are you ready?
Did I approve this?
It took me ages.
You didn't go on Google again,
We've
did you?
left out that career you had in Korea.
Go on then. Carry on.
Right.
So press play again. Start again.
Let's start again. Having been in kitchens for more than 30 years, James started his TV career back in 1996.
Sorry, that was a beer.
He's just opened a can of Coke. Thanks for that, James. And then released his first cookbook in 1998. Having gone on to publish no less than 20 more bestsellers. He hosted Entertaining with James.
29 books.
29 books, okay. He's hosted Entertaining with James, House Call, Saturday Kitchen, Sweet Baby James, as well as a series of James Martin's Great British Adventure, American Adventure, French Adventure. He also made it all the way to the
half of those
semi-finals.
when I was a twinkle in your dad's eye. That's all. You weren't even born then.
No.
Go on.
And he's made it all the way to the semi-finals of Strictly Come Dancing, and like me, is a massive music fan, even playing in his own band, the James Martin Band, which are playing tomorrow because this podcast, Knives, Forks and Tunes, is coming from the wonderful and beautiful Baconic Estate for my first ever food, music and drink festival, Travelling Feast. James, that
Well
was
done.
really,
That
really
was
difficult,
amazing, eh?
but thank you and
was
welcome.
amazing.
How are you?
I'm very well. It's
Yeah?
nice to be invited to your house for the first time ever.
My house.
If you're listening to the echo, that's the size of the room.
Look, I know we've been down in tier 1 here in Cornwall, but we're not doing that well. James, I'm going to ask you what your favourite starter, main course and dessert is, who your dream dinner party guest would be round the table, and what tunes you'd have playing and what you'd be drinking. Right, I'm going to give you some quick fire questions.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, really?
Yeah,
I love that you've got a script. I know this is the first
Yeah.
time I've seen you with a piece of paper and a script. You normally come on my show and just wing it.
Like you are now.
Yeah, well, I've got no idea what's happening.
We sent you the brief on this 6 weeks ago.
I haven't read it. I didn't even know I was doing it, to be honest with you.
Right, let's go. Quick fire question. Do you throw dinner parties?
Yes.
Are
Is
you
that it? Is that... All right, okay.
We're done. Yeah, we're done. Do you host much?
Yes. Well, I can't get rid of you. You come to my house, you won't leave.
Lager or bitter?
You know that story. It's lager, too. Depends where I am. When I'm with you lot, we drink that lager. When I'm back in my neck of the
When
woods,
you're with your real mates.
Yeah, north of Watford. It's
hanging
the
out.
proper drink.
At
Yeah.
F1, it's
Proper
champagne.
drink. No, that's down in Silverstone. I mean proper north. Oh, sorry, we're in Cornwall.
Ketchup or
Everywhere's north.
HP?
Neither.
Neither? Really?
No, it's food of the devil.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That surprises me.
No,
with you.
wait,
You're
it's-
not,
no. You don't need to cover everything in stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I went to your
Stuff.
restaurant last night and I just said, "Can I have fish and chips?" And then this other plethora of stuff arrived in little bowls. Do you
Hang
know
on a
that one?
second. Mushy peas.
No, they're not mushy peas. Though,
and
are they?
curry sauce.
Mushy peas. It's not mushy peas, though, is it, chef?
It's
Is it?
It's
Let me
proper
just stop
nice
you.
peas.
Let me just stop you
It's
there.
tasty.
Let me. Did this
Then
peas?
what-
Were there?
James,
Were there?
You can't get lost in the nostalgia of those brown
Let me
ones.
just hold on with you a minute. Did those peas ever see a freezer?
Yes.
So they're frozen peas.
Yes. The best peas.
Yes, they are the best
Yeah.
peas with fish pie.
Yeah.
But when you mush them up with a bit of cream, a little bit of mint and a little bit of lemon that you put in there, and you call them mushy peas, if you do that in my neck of the woods, right, they're gonna sabotage your car. They're not mushy peas, are they, Chief?
Okay.
Come on. Own up to it.
No, they're a version of mush. They're tasty.
No. They're just crushed peas. Yeah.
No, they're beautiful pea puree.
Yeah, I did
with
like that
loads
red
of peas
stuff.
folded
That red
before.
stuff you had in there, that wasn't ketchup. What was the red stuff you had?
Curry sauce.
Yeah, that was good.
So ketchup or HB, neither.
No, but that red stuff you had, that white stuff with the green stuff that you just gave me, I left that last night. But that red stuff was good. I like that.
Paul rang me up. He said you had quite a lot.
No, I like that red stuff. Yeah, I had too much.
Right. I know the answer to this.
No,
I know the answer to this one. I know you can go ad lib. Burger King or McDonald's? I know the answer for you, though.
KFC.
Yeah, I knew you were going to go. I'm right with you.
Yeah,
I'm right with you.
Yeah. What do you order, though?
When I go to KFC, Zinger Tower with a hash brown, cheese, bacon.
Yeah.
All right, and then a side of the chicken strips with the gravy and coleslaw.
Yeah. 6-piece bargain bucket, I have.
Yeah.
And if I'm hungry, 10-piece.
Yeah.
4 fries.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else. No sauce. Don't want any sauce with it. And they've not given you those wet wipes anymore, have they? So you go home stinking. You can't even hide it. So when I did Strictly, you see, because I used to get the same car home so they used to send Bruce Forsyth home first, and then the car used to come back and pick me up. I used to stop at KFC on the way back. And we used to, all the way home, I had all the windows open, all the sunroof open, so Bruce's car wouldn't smell of KFC. And used to have wet wipes. So I used to go back home and then disguise the fact that I'd just eaten a 10-piece bargain bucket because she'd be rehearsing in 4 hours' time.
I tell you what, though, I've seen YouTube clips of you on Strictly. You were trim. I
tell you what,
you were in shape.
I was on it. I was a GQ.
Yeah.
If GQ was famous then I'd be like you are.
You would have been GQ
I'd
Chef
have had
of the
Chef
Year.
of the Year like you have, but didn't happen then.
For those that are listening, ever since I won GQ Chef of the Year in 2018, I think you have
it's not really about
ripped me to shreds.
It's not really about GQ Chef of the Year, though, is it? It's about winning everything possible in humanity. I mean,
alive or dead,
right?
Fictional fantasy, whoever you want, who you having round for dinner? Who would be your ideal dinner table of guests?
My gran.
Yeah.
She was a legend.
Yeah, she is. Great recipes from your gran.
Exactly. Yorkshire pudding one that you nicked.
Yeah, I nicked. Did she do monkey bread as well?
No, she nicked. Yeah, well, you've this is. I'm going to speak to your crew about this. This is what happens. You see. This is what happens. You spend ages. I spent ages traveling the world, coming up with these amazing recipes, and you know, if I like a recipe from somewhere, I don't sort of turn it into my own. You know, I invented this while I was walking along the Himalayas, and Jesus looked down at me.
Listeners, just truth and story here. Just remember truth and story.
Truth and story. You know this story. Yes. So I could tell you exactly where this monkey bread came from, and it didn't come from number 6 in Cornwall. Which it just happens to have just suddenly been reinvented in number 6 in Cornwall.
And when I came to your house...
Where does it come from?
I had it at your house.
Where does it come from?
America.
Yeah, whereabouts?
I don't know.
America's a big place.
I've no idea. But I had it at your house and I said to you, that is sensational. Yeah. And when I put it on Instagram, inspired by James Martin.
You didn't write a poem about me like you did with your old boss, though, did you?
Again, not a poem, not a poem. But you know what? If you're laughing at home, that's all good. As long as you're having a good laugh. Right, so we got your gran.
Right, gran, yeah.
Gran, yeah.
Keith Floyd,
brilliant.
He was a proper cook. Kind of just my mates, really.
Yeah.
I suppose you wouldn't have left from the last dinner party, so you could be there.
So we got your gran, me, Keith Floyd.
My old lecturer, a guy called Ken Allenson.
Yeah.
Who's still around, legend, Ken Allenson. That's kind of it, really. I don't, you know, my dinner parties. I kind of just throw a party and I just chuck everybody in the mix. Probably the late great Michel Roux Senior. I think he was a proper legend. I think I'd have him there. So I just have a load of my mates around. Yeah. So I don't want Donald Trump and all that sort of stuff. I've got no interest in all that. You know,
I should hope not.
I know he's been down here recently and all that. There was a big hoo-ha about it. I just can't be bothered with all that kind of stuff. I just, my mates are my mates.
Just want your mates.
Yeah, Johnny the fish.
Yeah.
He's all right. You know,
I love it. If you're listening, Johnny, you're all right. Hey, Johnny's here today at Travelling.
I know, he's arrived. I know, I've just seen his motorhome. I don't know whether to put rubbish in it.
So that's it for guests.
That's it.
Right, cool.
Like, do I need...
No.
Do you want me to take longer?
Let's get down to business.
Right.
What are we having as a starter?
What are we having for starter?
Yeah.
I would do scampi.
Nice.
Scampi in a basket with lemon.
Lovely.
That's how I'd do it.
Yeah.
That's how I'd do it.
I'm not surprised by any of these. These are all. This is all proper grub.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Scampi in a basket.
Scampi in a basket.
And I might do it with crushed frozen peas.
Tell you what would go nice, tartar sauce as well. Yeah.
Can I just say, if anybody's listening to this, I don't know whether anybody is actually listening to this, but this guy is a top gentleman. He's a top guy. I'm just going to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I've got my legs crossed.
Yeah. And the fact that I'm invited to this dinner is amazing.
And I've given the editor just a £5 to keep that bit in.
Yes. What are we drinking? What are we having to drink?
Well, this is a tricky one, you see, because all those people at that dinner party, by you, are quite accomplished drinkers.
Yes.
And unlike you, GQ Chef of the Year.
Can't drink soup.
Honestly, if you want a laugh, give him 2 gin and tonics. Honestly, it's the most hysterical thing ever.
And if you want
bar one, which was when we were Johnny the Fish, and I invited said gentleman opposite me, Paul Ainsworth and Johnny the Fish, out on a boys' trip out on the boat. So I had a boat, and we took it out to the Solent and moored up in the Solent. And as you do, you have a gin and tonic, then you have another one. And sort of I'm sat there in the beautiful sunshine, and we're all sat there chilling out, having a few beers and gin and tonics. And next minute, the boat that was attached to my boat, which is called a tender, had tendered off. And it was probably about half a mile away. To which Johnny the Fish, who basically is a fit animal, isn't he?
Yeah.
The guy does the marathons,
Yeah.
you know. I mean,
Yeah.
you did it once, but you still haven't told me the time.
Yeah. Which I just found out recently, just on when I did the marathon, James Martin sponsored me £5,000 for pancreatic cancer.
I did.
But then a few months later told me he was pissed and it was meant to be 500. But that was, it made, but it, you know what?
50,
it got me round the London Marathon.
It was actually 50 quid, to be brutally honest with you.
Oh, sorry, it was 50 quid. Yeah, that's how pissed he was. Yeah, there's another 3 zeros.
I know. Couldn't believe it. Anyway, I got my own back on this said day because it was about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
32 degrees.
Yeah,
quite
it
warm.
was.
It was quite pleasant.
Yeah.
Breeze was going, and the tide was in the wrong direction. So the tender that you have this thing had sort of loosened itself from the boat and disappeared off. And it was probably a quarter of a mile away.
Shall I take over from here?
Fair distance away.
Yeah.
So then Johnny the Fish, who's built like a fish, suddenly strips off.
Yeah.
Leaps into the water.
So Johnny the Fish,
like a gazelle.
Johnny the Fish, I think, went in like the scene when Daniel Craig's coming out the water in Casino Royale.
No, you see, I think he's more like Michael Phelps at the Olympics.
All right, you're
gold.
going there. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So just build the picture, everyone. We're on this really nice boat of James's. The tender's now just disappearing. And you know those waters quite well.
You turned around and said, was that supposed to be doing that?
Yes, I was like, James, is that meant to be over there? So James then said, well, go on, help Johnny.
No, I didn't. I turned around and said no and carried on drinking.
Yes, you did. But you were like, well, go on, help him. And then I took my top off and...
took your bottoms off?
Yeah, and jumped in.
Yeah.
And I think I got
didn't look like Daniel Craig, though, when you jumped in.
No. Johnny's going for your boat.
Johnny's
like
off.
Michael Phelps.
He's like Michael Phelps.
And I reckon I'm about 10 metres in. Yeah. And I remember thinking to myself, whew, I can see why people get in trouble in the sea. This is... Because you've got a couple of gin and tonics in you, and you're going against the tide. I can see Johnny in the distance, but I can't turn around now. I'm halfway. Yeah. And I think, well, I've got to get to this boat, and it was awful.
When I say your crew are laughing, I'm cheering him on at this point. I'm giving him all the encouragement possible.
But it was a good news story because we got your boat.
It was you were I mean, you were going for a good 20 minutes. You were like sort of
and I got there, and then it was the most horrific sight. Because Johnny just pulled me up, didn't he?
So when he got to the sort of tender, that he's hanging on, going. Johnny's meanwhile leapt out of the water as good as he leapt in the water. This one, honestly, it was like pulling a dead seal out.
Yeah, I was nervous that there could have been Greenpeace or something like around it.
Man, I'll never forget that. That was very funny.
Right, so we're
Sorry,
we're having scampi with lemon.
Yeah.
Right up
Scampi and lemon, yeah.
And we're drinking, what are we drinking?
With no mushy peas.
No mushy peas.
We're having those frozen peas.
What are we having? We'll start with lager?
No, we're starting with gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic.
Double gin and tonics.
What we're listening to, because I know you are a massive, massive music head.
I'm old school, so I'm going to go a bit of BB King.
BB King.
Bit BB King, yeah.
The music gurus are nodding. Yeah. That's when you know.
Yeah. A bit of BB King. A bit of that. The Thriller's Gone by BB King, just playing away in the background.
Yeah, fantastic. Right. Let's move on to the main course. Main course, mate. What we giving this elite table of guests?
Well, I would do fish and chips, but you might get upset. So
No.
Two fried things after each other. I know what you Michelin-starred chefs are on about. It's all about balance. It's about balance and flavour.
10 minutes in, we got GQ. 15 minutes in, we got Michelin.
Oh, we ain't even started yet. How long's this podcast? You have to put another tape in this machine in a minute. And then we'll do a roast dinner.
Yeah.
With Yorkshire pudding, proper gravy. What? What are you laughing at?
Every time I go out for dinner with you,
when I speak to you, you get nervous. You put your arms underneath your armpits
because it's just. I love it. I love the amount of food you love. I love the fact that we're having fish and chips. We're going to have a roast. Can I just say,
last time you came around to my house, you cooked a barbecue, and it's just taken me about 4 weeks to clean the bloody thing back to where it was before. Because you cremated my barbecue, didn't you?
You said put it through its paces, and you gave me kilo chops.
Yeah. So I would have. So my roast dinner is not your roast dinner. Your roast dinner is equivalent to 2 slices of beef, which is perfectly cooked. Beautiful bit of marble fat in there. My roast dinner is a roast rib of beef.
Yeah.
Plus a roast joint of pork.
Yeah.
Plus a large roast chicken.
Yeah.
A proper chicken.
So we've got fish and chips as well. So
No.
Is a side order.
The fish and chips is the start of it, but you call it scampi just to keep you happy. But
okay. So scampi was the amuse.
Scampi's the intermediate bit. Yeah,
he's so Yorkshire. Yeah. So we're having scampi as canopies.
Scampi.
We're having fish and chips.
No, you didn't tell me we were getting canopies as well.
just for a laugh, what would you call a canopy?
Not what you call a canopy. See, I don't do that. I don't. Why do you need to spend 4 hours making something that's the size of a marble? What is that all about?
I'm a man after your own heart. I do not do canapes.
So mine would be toasted sourdough.
Yeah.
Lovely. Just crushed tomatoes. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of sardines. Lovely. A little bit of basil. Just have that. Let's have that.
This is shaping up to be a feast.
It's all right.
So we're just going to recap, right? We got crushed tomatoes.
I like how you get that. I like you get the feasting for promotion of this. You've learned from the best. You're brilliant.
Then we're going to have scampi with
he's very good at
lemon.
this, isn't he? He's very good at this. When he first came on my show, he was properly bricking it. I feel like the younger generation has got a little bit cocky. All of a sudden.
When I first went on to Saturday Kitchen, I met you for the first time.
I think a little bit of poo came out, didn't it?
Massively.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but there's a great story. So Tom Kerridge had been on before
and
me.
a little bit of poo came out of him as well.
Yeah, and I remember Tom saying to me, mate, when you go on that Saturday Kitchen, your ass will fall out. And he goes, because when he starts counting down from 10, he says, you'll shit yourself. And I just remember you counting down and you're right, so I'm James Martin and we're going to have 90 minutes. And I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now look at you. You've got your own podcast. Your trophy cabinet's the size of this room. You're living in a 2,500 acre estate.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is.
Just in case
there's a reason why I never got invited to his house. Now I know the reason.
Oh, dear. When Baconic Estate ring me up and say, we've been burgled. Right, so we've got scampi with a wedge of lemon, fish and chips, roast chicken, rib of beef, roast pork.
Roast pork,
yeah.
Roast chicken, roast lamb.
Yeah.
Because you've got to have a nice selection. It's like a smorgasbord of meat.
Love it.
Yeah, bit of roast of everything.
Yeah.
And proper roast pork. Pork that's you can only get from one supplier.
Yeah.
And that's the person I know that I'm not telling you because it's not going on your restaurant menu. I'm Paul Ainsworth, and I found this person when I was walking around these places in Norfolk, and it was amazing. They're not in Norfolk, by the way. That was just a question just to throw you out. I'm not stupid. I'm not telling you that either. So anyway, I'd have all that. I would have Yorkshire pudding. I'd have proper gravy. I'd have accompaniments with it, but not the bowls that you had with your fish and chips. I would have mint sauce with that. I'd have apple sauce with that. And you're banned from horseradish. Horseradish is banned for roast beef. I'd have that. I'd have roast potatoes, King Edward's potatoes. I'd have carrots. I'd have a bit of cabbage, bit of red cabbage, a few parsnips, bit of that. Is that all right?
A few parsnips.
All right?
Yes. Nothing green.
It's got green stuff in it. Is that right? Mint sauce. Is that right?
Honestly, that is a feast.
Is that right?
I am loving that. That is awesome. What are we drinking?
Well, no, I would drink my own white wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard about this. I've tasted it. I've tasted the white. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be on your restaurant menu, you said.
Yeah, I love it.
No, it's on your restaurant menu.
Me off for having
it's
my own
on
podcast.
your restaurant menu.
You have your own wine.
No, and I will let you. I'll let you tell the story about when you were walking around Bordeaux and you came across this chateau and all this. I'll let you carry on with that story. But all I could say is it's going to be on your menu. Is that? And we're going to take this opportunity now, by the way, because I didn't know I was going to be doing this podcast. You're putting it on my. You're putting it on your menu.
I told you I would. It's
on
delicious.
All your restaurants.
Delicious.
All of
them.
All 42.
Honestly.
It's on all of them, isn't it? Yeah. You heard it here. There you go.
Yes.
Go on.
What we're listening to?
Oh, Rolling Stones.
Yeah. Which one?
Jumping Jack Flash, which we're playing tomorrow night.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So.
This is shaping up.
I might get you on stage. Why don't we get you on stage?
No,
thank
you.
We could get you on playing the triangle.
No, tambourine.
Triangle. Tambourine.
I've got a Parker.
Tambourine. You've got to be in rhythm.
I've got a Parker with me.
No, I've seen you. You've got your rhythm. You're okay at dancing, but you just. But. Man,
So
give it 5 years, you'll be doing Strictly.
What? So a triangle? You just ding it?
Yeah, only when I tell you to ding it.
Okay.
Because you'll go off piste with a maracas and a tambourine. You've got to be in rhythm there, Chef.
I got to admit, mate. Right, when I first saw you at Carfest,
Can I just say, I looked down at you, and you were looking at me with this mouth open while you had an ice cream in your hand. and I remember you looking at you looking at me. You're looking at me going, "What is he doing?"
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't.
Because I'm looking at you going, "What am I doing?"
Yeah. I was looking at you thinking, fair play.
Yeah.
There's about 30,000 people in that audience. Fair play.
I'm just going to go back to a little bit of poo came out of you when you did Saturday.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that happened to me.
You just fully, royally shit yourself.
No, I don't do that sort of thing. You just a lot of windy pops. But it's all open air. Doesn't matter. But
Right, we're moving on to dessert.
Right, okay. Yeah, go on.
You all right? Yeah.
I've just messed up his script. I can properly mess you up.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, you know I can properly mess you up. If you, I'll take when he's gone because he's got a chauffeur outside.
No, I haven't.
Ladies, did he or did he not arrive in a chauffeur-driven car?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How did I arrive?
I'm not even.
On a moped.
That's not. Oh my God.
On a moped.
Do you know what?
arrived in a chauffeur-driven car. Jeff, you've changed.
I've not changed.
You've changed.
Not.
You've changed. When I first met you, you had socks. He's not got any socks. See, he's gone all trendy. He's got all cool. He's now got a Burberry top look. Go on. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I'm not even going to fight the fight. I'm expecting
great,
big things here, dessert.
Eh?
You know, you're dessert master.
Yeah, well, I would do monkey bread, but you nicked that.
Right.
I'd do bread and butter pudding, but you nicked that one as well.
Oh,
Sticky toffee pudding recipe's gone and all. So to be honest with you, it's better off asking him because half of his stuff on his menu is mine. Anyway, what would you like for dessert? What do you want to bring
I tell you
with
what,
you?
I wouldn't mind all three of them.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
sounds lovely. So what are we having for dessert?
Do you know what? You're not getting dessert.
No?
No, I'm going to get what I did for my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And I didn't cook a dessert. I had a 40th birthday and all these lot arrived and he didn't have a chauffeur then. And anyway, they all arrived, and instead of cooking a dessert, I cooked starter and main course for everybody. And it was about 200 chefs, 200 people on it.
Yeah.
I had an ice cream van arrived, and I have 99 with a flake in it.
Oh, yes.
That's what I have.
What are we having to drink?
Well, you'd have gone by then. You'd have gone to sleep by then. That's game over for you. And I'd have probably Monche or Tokai.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely.
What are you talking about? Oh, do you know what I'd have?
You've gone mad.
Do you know what I'd have?
You've gone man of the people right the way through this interview.
I'd have taboo and lemonade.
It's too late.
No,
it's too late.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, I've given her another £5. She'll edit that first bit out.
Yeah.
Taboo and lemonade.
And when you were telling that boat story, so the people, as soon as you mentioned that there's another boat with the boat, you've changed.
What do you mean I've changed?
You've changed.
So I've changed.
Taboo and lemonade.
I was cooking before you were even a little tadpole. I was involved in the kitchen. What do you mean I've changed? You kids come along here and your bloody shiny vans, and your feasts and all this sort of stuff, taking over the bloody food world. Me, bloody Floyd and Brian Turner. Brian Turner, he's calling out bingoing halls on a Tuesday and Wednesday because he hasn't got any work. You lot have got your own feasts everywhere. Now you're travelling around all over the place, chauffeur-driven all over the spot, going up to London, up to the smoke to cook chips. Remember where it all came from. Don't forget about us lot.
Brian Turner's in bingo halls.
He is.
Oh dear, right. Oh God.
Right,
this is like when we cook together. So we've got a 99 ice cream van proper, taboo and lemonade, and Tokai and Montrachet.
Yeah. Is that
nice. Right? Yeah. Is that all right? Yeah.
Is that right? Chasers.
It's okay.
Chasers.
Yeah.
My granny used to get on it.
Yeah, yeah. I've been with you when you were doing Paloonie Montrachet chasers on the Isle of Wight. Yeah, that was.
Didn't keep up then, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know. Literally, do not know how you do it. Yeah. I don't know how you function.
The best part of all that is we had Johnny the Fish paying the bill the night before, and we walked into the same restaurant the day afterwards. And I'm saying this because there's a group of 3 people in here, but this is our audience. But there's not. I'm not being derogatory or anything, but this is the people in our room.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
So I don't know who's
I think that's how it works. I wasn't expecting like one of those like audiences on Mrs. Brown.
Well, give it 2 months, you'll probably get there. Bastard. But anyway, go on. Anyway, so have you been on Mrs. Brown?
No,
I have. Get in there. Go on.
I'd love to.
No, you're not going to. I'm going to make a phone call. Where were we?
We were on the Isle of Wight.
So anyway, Johnny the Fish said, "I'll pay for the first night." So we had a nice meal the first night. It was all right. Anyway,
yeah.
So just as we're coming down walking into the restaurant, and I had all of the guys because Paul is he's not short, but he's not tall. But anyways, he's sort of I've got my arm around him, and I've got my arm around Johnny, and I turned around to both of them, and Paul said, "Well, I'm getting tonight, lads." I said, "You're gonna carry me out of here. Carry me out."
This is true.
Carry me out.
And this was his exact words. Yeah. It was a bit scary. He stared at us and said, "You are carrying me out of here tonight."
I think we emptied them out of Montrachet in about an hour and a half, didn't we? And then they went and got more. And the look on his face, and I just ordered another bottle. I went, "That's just for me," and then another one.
And there's this amazing white wine that you're both drinking. I've hit my quota the night before. Yeah, I've got a headache. I'm drinking Diet Coke. Yeah. I've had one night out. That's me done.
He's had a taboo and lemonade. He's done.
And you're drinking this unbelievable, beautiful white wine, and Johnny's throwing ice in it. And you're both just
your mate. I'm not throwing ice. No, I'm drinking it neat. He's drinking ice in it.
And yes, listeners, we carried James Martin out of the hut in Colwell Bay.
You did. I was true to my word.
After you had an argument with a load of public school kids.
Yeah, well, they started it. I was just defending. I was defending myself. They started it. I'm quite placid until you'll push me and push me and push me.
Oh,
and then
I was like, Johnny, we need to get him out of here.
And yeah, they lost that argument.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Right, James.
Yes,
we're all chomping down on 99s. All right.
Yeah. Got it.
Drinking Taboo and lemonade.
Yeah.
Tokai, Montrachet. So great drinks.
Yeah.
What we're listening to? Final tune.
It's a difficult choice, isn't it? The Wurzels.
The Wurzels.
Let's listen to the Wurzels.
Yeah.
Why not? We got it. Well, you'll be because I want to play it and see how.
Do you know what I said? I said to
the
the production team. I said, you know how great it would be. I think we could put together a really banging playlist to go alongside this.
This
podcast.
is going to be spunking.
And you go and stick the Wurzels in it.
The Wurzels. The Wurzels don't follow you on Instagram, do they?
No,
they follow me.
Do they follow you?
Follow me.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they follow me. Follow me. Yeah, you see.
Oh, dear.
You see.
Yeah, I've got no socks on. I've got a Burberry t-shirt on, and you just gone and put the Wurzels.
Your chauffeur's burning about
chauffeur's outside.
14 gallons of fuel.
I'm in my 2,500 acre estate, and you've just gone and put the Wurzels on our Spotify playlist. Right, last question.
Right. Is it the last question?
Final question.
Right. Okay. Go on.
I think you'll enjoy this one. You'll enjoy this question.
I like this. How long have you thought about this question?
No. So
how long
me and you both.
God,
Obviously, you know,
were on a desert island. What?
No. We've done that already with one of your shows.
Yeah, that worried me.
That worried me. You
worried me. They keep playing it. ITV keep playing it.
Yeah, but
on
you
a Wednesday
took me to
night
an
in between
island,
Corrie.
Just me and you, White Sands, and
I'm watching Coronation Street.
Made out of sticks.
I'm watching Corrie. The credits go. I disappear off down the loo. Come back, and you're on TV with me. And then I'm waiting. That's in the gap where Coronations are on.
It's your show.
Yeah.
That at some point you must have thought this looks like Love Island.
Yeah, you took it over though.
Anyway, that was a very special day, though.
What was?
And it was nice because it was an opportunity to just have some alone time with you, and I get the attraction with you.
What?
Like, I mean, come on, what you know?
What are you talking about?
Every woman in Britain fancies you.
Oh, shut up, you.
They
tart.
do. This over 50.
Ooh, right. Can I just tell you that the best part of all this is you are going to regret that. You are going to regret that.
Right, anyway.
Can I tell you the reason why?
Go on.
Well, I'll end it with this. No.
Can I ask me final question?
You can ask the final question.
Right.
And then I'm going to top trump everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me and you both know what Michelin stars are and how the Michelin guide works.
Yeah, where we're going to now.
Yeah.
You're going to wind me up saying that I haven't got one. Go on then.
James, you don't need one. If you
Yeah.
were going to give a Michelin star to a music artist or anyone in music, who would you give one to?
Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
There's only one band.
That's 3 stars, isn't it?
There's only one band.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And when this will be successful, because it will be, anything that you touch is successful. Then in 2 years' time, and the Stones are here, can I have a backstage pass? Can I? How we're going to end this is that I have been speaking to you for the last day because I got here yesterday.
Yeah.
At your feast, I got here yesterday.
Yeah.
And I have got your motorhome key.
Yes.
So now, right at this moment, is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to leave a massive shit right in the toilet. Good night.
James Martin.
And I'm not going to open the windows.
On a serious note.
That was a serious note. I'm off in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll beat your chauffeur. I'm still on that bike. You've got to go cross country.
And I know what you have. I know what you drink and eat.
It's going to be a proper one.
It's going to be ripe. Yeah. It's going to be ripe. Yeah, when I'm trying to get to sleep and my eyes are watering.
Just remember, it's all originated from the Mariners.
Yes. Very true.
Exactly. What goes around comes around.
Mate, that was just the most amazing fun. And thank you. I am very...
We didn't rehearse any of this, and I didn't know.
None of it. You didn't even read your brief, nothing.
No.
And honestly, mate, that was absolutely fantastic. Okay. Thank you so much.
It's all
Love you to bits.
It's a pleasure. So anyway, good luck with the next 1.
Thank you.